Boo-doo, boo-doom, doot, 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 doo. I'm dreaming of a kind Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. The Jingle Bell Kindness is back.
Jingle bell, jingle bell kindness.
How you doing,
I
man?
love I'm doing brilliant. I love your singing, by the way. Been
Thanks.
practicing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, gets the chicks. That's how I got my wife.
Yeah. Singing to Leslie.
All right. So why is Tim singing on LinkedIn, a professional platform? Well, two reasons. One, Tim is slightly crazy, and this is kind of how I roll. But the other thing is this thing called the Jingle Bell Kindness is coming up next week, Friday, November 25th, the day after Thanksgiving. And why is it the day after Thanksgiving, Lee?
Because it takes us into Christmas, I think. Like you always know like everything, and I think that you're going to tell the story better than me, right?
30 days between the day after Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve.
There you go. That's why you're smarter than me, right?
Exactly. And so you can do a 30 post journey if you're brand new, which we have 11 brand new TKG journeyers signed up.
Really? We have 11. That is
11.
monumental. Fantastic.
Crazy. And we have several others who have started their TKG journey and who are finishing it, or people that are already alumni and they're just jumping into overtime, going deeper into overtime. And this is going to be exciting. We have the potential, if everybody that's said they were interested follows through, on December 24th to have 14 new alumni.
That's impressive, bro. I think we deserve a round of applause, or they
Right.
definitely deserve a round of applause, not
Merry
us.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Um, but the Jingle Bell Kindness, why do we even do this? One, it's kind of fun, but two, I think most people right now know that the Kindness Games was born because I was starting to get a little depression in the early days of COVID back in September 2020, right? And doing my 30 post journey really helped me come out of that to get past the issues that I was dealing with at that time, to get back on a positive path, positive frame of mind. But the interesting thing is that took me to like October. And in November, the Friday before Thanksgiving, my father in law passed away. And maybe the Thursday before Thanksgiving, I don't quite remember. But that Monday, we buried him. And then a couple of days later, we had Thanksgiving. And it was just a really crazy time. I mean, it wasn't totally unexpected. He was sick. We kind of knew it was coming, but I just got put back into place. And this is the crazy thing, right? If you know my story, spent my 20s in Iraq, doing executive protection, all these things. I've never had any mental health issues in my life, but something about COVID and the lockdowns and quarantines and stuff like that, it really bothered me. And even to the point to where my boss was like, "Hey, can you get me these things by the end of the year?" And I was like, "I really will try." But I'm having a hard time typing on a Word doc right now. And he was great. And he was like, "You know what? I get it. You've been through a lot. Do what you can." And so I realized somebody at Thanksgiving dinner was saying, "Can you believe it's only about 30 days till Christmas?" And I was like, "What?" And so I messaged you, I messaged Kelsey, I messaged Kakashan. I was like, "Hey, what do you guys think about doing a sprint 30 days between Thanksgiving and Christmas? We'll call it the Jingle Bell Kindness." And I started it because I needed it. I needed to refocus. I needed to pull myself back out of the depths again. And I'll tell you what, by the time we were in mid-December, I had turned into things I needed to turn into my boss. I was a happy person again. I was not struggling so much. I was revamping my calendar. I actually created an end of the year work routine that I've shared around to like 10 different companies. And they're using this to wind down their year with their teams and plan for the following year, all because of friends like you and Kelsey and everybody and the Jingle Bell Kindness. And Lee, we know that people who struggle with mental health, depression, anxiety, a lot of people struggle the most during this time around Thanksgiving and Christmas.
You are so spot on. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the holiday season is extremely tough for a lot of people. There's a lot of loneliness going about, and that's when the depression really kicks in, and it's super tough and challenging. Even for people like us who are extremely positive, always leaning in with kindness and then try to empower with others. We do have our dark moments too. So it's important that we have, the kindness games to be able to share with one another. And I think, it's really important that we should mention like just checking in. If you haven't even checked in with someone recently, I'd encourage you to do so. Your friends, your family, even just your next door neighbor. Or think about it like this: a random stranger. They'll never be a stranger again if you reach out to them and give them a gesture of kindness. So it's super important what we're doing. And I love Jingle Bell Kindness. And I love how you slay them with kindness.
Lay them with kindness.
See how I did that? See how I did that? But yeah, going
So
back
good,
to
dude. I forgot about that actually.
I had to remind you, I had to bring it back in. But going back to mental health challenges, we're very close. I'm going to give a quick shout out to one organisation in the UK, the Man Gang UK. Great friends. I often think about them and I see the monumental challenges that they're going through. And I love how they've come together as a group of men, sharing their stories, and what they're doing is meeting one another in large groups and offering a platform where people can just talk. And as we all know, if you are suffering, talking is such a valuable tool just to be able to get it off your chest and to that person next to you. And you never know what nugget or pearl of wisdom that individual may be able to share you and lift you up. So I'm looking forward to how we're going to help others. Giving back is our secret sauce. And as we always say, kindness is a superpower.
For sure. And here's the thing, right? Be there for people that are struggling. Pay attention to people during this time. I have friends who, starting in September, they start to pull back, to become reclusive, because the anxiety that they experience during the holidays, like they see it coming and like the burden starts to pile up on their shoulders early. Be there for people, ask how they're doing, give them a shout out. I will extend this invitation to everybody. Everybody who wants to join the kindness games, feel free to jump in during the Jingle Bell Kindness. You don't have to do all your 30 posts in 30 days during Jingle Bell Kindness. You can if you want, but you can just start and push through, and on New Year's and just after New Year's. Lift people up who are struggling. But if you are having depression, anxiety, mental health issues, maybe you've lost a loved one this year. This is going to be the first holiday season without a father, a mother, a spouse, or maybe even a child, right? Maybe you've lost your job and you do not have a lot of hopefulness in you. Maybe you've been struggling with different things this year, and Christmas and New Year's it doesn't feel like it should. You don't feel like you're in the right place in life. I'll tell you what, the kindness games, it's been proven, not just with me. So many of the alumni have used the kindness games to help pull themselves into a more positive mindset, to get away from depression and mental health issues. And you can do it too. Reach out to Lee or I on LinkedIn, and we will connect you up with the info and we will help you get started. Any last thoughts, Lee?
I'd love to leave the audience with this. Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays is all about giving and receiving. So let's shower the world with the biggest gift, and the gift of giving with kindness. Let's do it, people. And I look forward to seeing you in the kindness games, because remember, everybody, kindness counts.
It does. Wear your funny hats, destroy Christmas jingles, jump in with us. See a lot of you next week. Kindness games out.
Peace out, guys.